It was Henry's first business trip to India when he unexpectedly noticed a pitiful little beggar trailing closely behind him. Out of impatience, Henry dug a few coins out of his pocket. As he handed them over, he couldn't resist throwing in a few nasty, mocking remarks. What Henry never imagined was that the boy not only understood the insults, but also tossed all the coins back onto the ground in defiance. Sometime later, while squatting in an airport restroom stall, Henry was shocked to see that the same little beggar, the one he'd given 5 coins to, had somehow followed him there as well, like a haunting shadow. Furious, Henry slammed his newspaper shut and prepared to storm out and teach the greedy beggar a lesson. But suddenly, the boy unleashed an unnatural burst of strength, knocking down Henry's 200-pound frame with ease before eerily dragging him out of the restroom by force. When Henry's flight landed at Washington, D.C. airport, he appeared at his hotel accompanied by a bellboy. His expression was blank and vacant as he entered his room. The bellboy dutifully carried in the luggage and then stood waiting for a tip. But strangely, the normally generous Henry turned his back and gave no sign of reaching for his wallet. Resigned, the bellboy muttered his bad luck and left the room. Only then did Henry collapse onto the bed, panting heavily like a deflated balloon. Suddenly, blood began gushing inexplicably from his body, soaking the pristine hotel bedsheets in seconds. His eyes also transformed, glowing with an eerie shade of red. The next day, when police arrived at the hotel, they found no trace of a struggle. There were no signs that the heavyset man had been infected with any virus. The only oddity was a series of fingerprints near the edge of the bedsheet, small, child-sized prints with no clear origin. But when Dana conducted Henry's autopsy, she discovered something horrifying. His organs looked as though they had been ripped apart from the inside, as if he had somehow swallowed an elephant. If Henry had been smuggling drugs in his body, there would have been traces of residue, yet Dana couldn't find a single sign of narcotics. What puzzled her most was this. Although Henry was found dead in his hotel room the previous night, her analysis placed the time of death somewhere between 24 and 36 hours earlier. In other words, Henry had already met his end before he ever boarded that plane.